Hello again. This is D, Strange Solutions, and I am playing through some Arkham Horror the Living Card Game, doing some more of that. Just as a reminder, in case you're new to the channel, I have been playing Arkham the Living Card Game for a while. I took quite a little bit of a break, and it's mostly because of how cumbersome playing Arkham Horror the Living Card Game is, either in real life using cards or Tabletop Simulator. I recently found this website in where they have basically automated everything. The unfortunate thing is it doesn't have everything, which I talked about in my last episode, so just look at the other episode on the playlist to see more about that. And anyway, we have this that just automates everything, and it's just beautiful. So to kind of show where I'm at, I am playing Joe Diamond. I think he's probably one of the strongest solo investigators, just because he just has a lot of opportunities for him. Um, Give me just 1 second. Okay. Sorry. Just because he has a lot of opportunities as far as things that he can do. He has several events in his hunch deck that he can just play for free. He gets some really good skill cards, etc. So last time I played The House Always Wins, and I have 3 XP that ultimately I decided to just not use. I was gonna leave the stream up for a bit or the video up for a bit, and see if people offered some suggestions. But I've been away for a while, so I don't really expect to see very many people watching. So I just wanted to kind of start a little fresh. So I did hold on to these 3 XP before moving on to extracurricular activity. So we are going to just go ahead. So like this is basically a saved game. I'm going to click the Dunwich Legacy right here, and it will take me into the next thing. It has a little blurb that you could read if you happen to have the game, or if you want to pause this to read it, feel free. And then now I choose my hunch deck, which of course we're going to put into preposterous sketches. We're going to put in logical reasoning, good healing, working a hunch, 1 emergency aid, another logical reasoning, 1 correlate all the contents, and 2 shortcuts. Although shortcuts are free, it's a pretty handy thing. So Milan will be very good. So will Mag Glass and Machete. So I think I'll just pitch those 2 back. So I'm not going to be able to play Machete for a minute. So let's see what our top card of our hunch deck is. It's my weakness. That's going to make it even longer, so we're going to just go ahead and play that. And it does nothing. I think just to protect myself, we'll go ahead and play Machete. We'll move over to the Ornn Library. So that is the Ornn Library. And we're going to just go ahead and end the turn. See, the top card is Eager for Death. He does struggle with will tests, but luckily I do have an Inquiring Mind in hand. But what does this do for each damage? Let's see. So it's a will 2 test. Fail, you take 2 horror. Not that mad about 2 horror, honestly, this early in the game. So I'm going to just go ahead and just take this and probably fail it. And I did. So we'll take 2 horror. Let's see what the top card of the hunch deck is. Correlate all its contents. So I'm going to investigate using this Burning the Midnight Oil. So again, this is an event. It's pretty nifty, so I can just click it and it will do everything for me. So this is an Intellect 4 test, or pardon me, Intellect 3 test, and I'm at a 4. I could trigger out and put out this mag glass, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to skip that trigger. Because it does take a double action to investigate the Orin library, I kind of want to pass this, so I'm going to go ahead and put this Inquiring Mind in on it. And skip that trigger again. And we succeed. Did it only take one because I... Huh. So sometimes you'll find a weird bug in this particular version of this game, this online version. And I think that's a bug because the Orin Library specifically says you must spend an additional action to investigate the Orin Library. Maybe it's because I did the investigate action on burning the Midnight Oil that it didn't count that? Not... Pardon me, not sure. So, since I have 2 actions left, I'm going to just go ahead and gain a buck and play out Dr. Christopher. And we're going to end my turn. Dissection Tools is good. Ancient Evils is fine. Shortcut would be nice. That's good too. Working a hunch. We will go to the Humanities building, and because things off the hunch deck are 2 less, so we can just play Working a Hunch and grab one of those clues. Fast and free. We will fast play this mag glass, and we will investigate again. So we're a 6 and it's a 3 is -2, so I succeed by 1. And it's going to ask me if I want to trigger Dr. Milan. Not playing with any taboos, just as an FYI. So I've completed this. This is kind of one of my things. I wish this called attention to this just a little bit more. That green is almost invisible if you're not looking for it, but it does notify you that you're doing something here, or you can do something here. So I'm going to go ahead and do the objective, which shuffles the discard pile and Jazz Mulligan into the deck. Gives you a nice healthy deck to go through. Now to get to discard cards off of here until we find Jazz, we need to get more clues. So I'm going to go ahead and go to the Miskatonic Quad as my last action. In turn, I'll draw a card and gain a resource. Ooh, there's a Grim Memoir, which might replace my Mag Glass. Thrall. It's going to go to a place with a clue. We don't care about this Thrall, so we're going to just send him over there. Let's see what's on top of our deck. Shortcut, nice. So we're going to play the shortcut, go to the Student Union, which brings out the dormitories. Not going to play the dissection tools because it doesn't matter. We're going to just investigate. That's a skull. That's a -1. I succeed by 4, so we'll go ahead and apply that. We will get our buck from Dr. Milan. We will go ahead and discard 10 cards off the top of the library. And I think I'm going to go ahead and play this Grim Memoir and replace the Mag Glass with it. Card draw is nice. So we'll just end turn. Boop. Okay, that should not really matter. We'll just fast action get that clue. Also get 10 more cards off library. So Jazz was part of it, so that is a forced action. It does really call this out very clearly with a nice forced effect. So we'll click that. That brings Jazz out. And now is where things might get a little tricky. So we're going to do this parlay test on Jazz. So it'll be a 4 versus a 3. We get the +1 from Dr. Milan, and then the -1 due to the Whippoorwill. So we're only up by this by 1, but I'm not that mad about that. We can waste a little time here if we didn't anyway. We got it. Since we got him, again, this is notifying us that we can advance. So we're going to just go ahead and advance. That puts out some more stuff. And I'm not worried about that whippoorwill still, so we're going to just go ahead and go to to the dorms. End of turn. We're at 6 out of 7 doom. Ooh, locked door. Now that has made me a little sad. Alright, let's try and clear this locked door. So notice that there's this arrow underneath locked door. So we're going to use our fist. This is a 4 to 3 test. Skip this trigger. We're going to commit the only card we can commit, which is Dr. Morgan. He gives us 2 because it gives a fist and a question mark icon. Skip. -2. Okay, I think what we're going to do is go ahead and shortcut back to here just to get it out of our hunch deck. And then this is not necessary, but I think we're going to investigate just to draw a couple cards. We will move an insight. We will move this working a hunch. Close. Apply results. We'll take a buck. We will draw a card. That will be helpful getting rid of that locked door, but we're going to spend another turn up here. We're going to go ahead and investigate with the Grim Memoir. We pass. We'll grab a buck. We'll draw a card. Nice. That will also help. So Whippoorwill comes up and visits us. We go to the next agenda. We have... Why are we taking horror here? Oh, we just take one. I'll put it on Milan. Okay, so we're going to go back here. We're going to try and take care of this locked door using fists. We're going to commit this, take the initiative, and this overpower. I don't think we really need it. -4, good thing I did both. We succeed. Now we'll try and grab these clues. So we'll put a Grim Memoir test. 1 out of 7 seems good. We succeed by 2. Grab a buck. Draw a card. And we will end turn. Don't be another locked door, please. We will take 2 horror. 1 we will put on Jazz. We will just put both on Jazz because we don't care. We're not going to leave here again. It doesn't matter if we did because it's unlocked forever anyway. So we're going to go ahead and investigate with Grim Memoir. 1v6. We're going to just go 1v6. -3. Gain our Milan buck. Draw a card. And then we're going to go ahead and investigate again. 1v4, and just for protection, we'll put this perception on it. Even the auto fail would not be the worst in the world. We passed that. Gainer Milan Buck. And then, oh, sure, we'll play this crack the case for one whole buck. And then we've completed the objective. So that's it. Pretty good. So now we are, oops, it's missing the body here. Missing some words, but that's okay. It's fine. So we're going to add Armitage to this deck. And now we have 2 more XP, so I believe we have a total of 5. So let's go to ArkhamDB. Let's go to upgrade. Let's add a 2. And now we have 5 XP. So this is where I believe we probably need to... Well prepared. No. I'm looking for prepared for the worst. So it costs 0 this way. Just because there have been a few times, if you don't get machete in this and you end up against a big enemy, it's pretty good to have something to do. So we have our Colt and 2 machetes, that's 3 cards. Maybe instead of that, what we do is we just get... I always forget the name of this card. But I believe Studious is 3. That's not good. We don't really care about that. What does this new gaze do? It doesn't matter. It's not one of our things. We could get the get an upgraded no stone unturned. That seems solid. It's a 2 XP that is fast. Ooh, let's do that. So let's take that and we will drop what should I drop for it? Maybe dissection tools. It has been very underwhelming so far, and the fact that I only have a certain number of hand slots does not necessarily help. So I think yeah, think I like the idea of getting rid of dissection tools. It was kind of just a filler till I got something more that I was ready for, and I think a single no stone unturned still costs 2 for Joe. If I get it off my hunch deck, costs nothing and is fast. It almost makes me wonder if at next level up, if maybe it's not the worst idea to get a one of what is it? It's a myriad card. Oh yeah, Astounding Revelation. Put a one of Astounding Revelation in. Might not be the worst idea. Um, Next upgrade. But the problem is if I don't get it, they'll just committing for one book icon. It's kind of gross. So I don't know. That's something to think about between now and the next time I play. But yeah, I mean, I know that went pretty quick. But let's just change here for a moment. But yeah, that's all there is to it. I really love this system. This is why I like it. Is with TTS Tabletop Simulator, you know, I could spend an hour and make tons of mistakes. This way, there's a lot less mistakes, and I hope that maybe, you know, introduce some other folks to this. Um, oh, one thing. Let me just go back to my deck builder and show you this one more time. So this is my current deck. Let me go ahead and hit save. And now that I have saved it, I will go back to here and we will paste that in there and just click upgrade. I wish it could pull it from ArkhamDB, but it does not. You really, at least in my experience, if somebody has played with this and knows a little bit more than I do, or if the developer happens to see this, feel free to reach out to me. And I know I can't say this next part too loud. We don't want to upset the folks at Asmodee Fantasy Flight, but you know, if it meant getting a little bit more of the content out there, I'd probably help, you know, get some funding to this particular site. It is just absolutely great. It just makes playing the game so simple. Love it. So, something to think about. Anyway, as always, I'm D, this is Strange Solution, and thanks for watching.